In this video, we're going to be talking about unemployment, and we're going to start off talking about the able population, and it might expand your wisdom on the definition of what unemployment really is. You might think that it's all those people that don't work, but then you might think differently after watching this video. So the able population is split into two categories. Those who want to work are in the labor force. Those who don't want to work are not in the labor force. And I abbreviated these two as LF and NLF for labor force and not in the labor force. Now the labor force category is split into two further subcategories. One is employed, and these are pretty much the definitions that you would attach to these two terms. Employed is those who want to work, and unemployed is they don't work but they want to work. So this definition is something you probably have never seen or maybe confused about. So unemployed in our case means that the people don't work, but they want to work. It's a lot much. It's this their situation is much more different from those who don't want to work in the first place. So that's the distinction that I want you to notice that for unemployed in economics, the the person don't work but they want to work, and when compared to a person who don't work at all, then these people are not considered in the labor force, so they're not unemployed. They just don't want to work. Now, the unemployment rate is something that we have to learn, and the formula for that is UN, unemployed, over labor force, and the symbol is U. Now, it is over labor force because unemployed is people who don't work but wants to work, and labor force is the super category, I guess you can call, of of uh, of those who want to work. But so then unemployed, when we're measuring unemployed, we don't measure against the able population, everybody there is, because we don't want to include these people who don't want to work. They're not unemployed, they just bums that don't want to work. So that's why we take unemployed and we take it over the whole labor force that wants to work. That's why it's UN over LF to get the real unemployment rate. So to make it more clear, let's go through an example. So an example, let's say that 5% of the population, which I'll abbreviate as POP of population, is unemployed. Unemployed. This means that 5 of 100 can find work. Can find work. It means that 5 of 100 actually is actively looking for work, but they just can't find work. That is why they're unemployed. But for now, it doesn't. The unemployment rate means that 5% of the population are unemployed, and it means that 5 of 100 can find work. Can find work, and it does not mean that 5% of the population is unemployed. Is unemployed. So I know it's kind of confusing, but just the most important thing for you is to remember this formula. This example is just to try to help you understand what it really means. That when we have 5% of population is unemployed, it means that 5 of 100 can find work, are actively looking for work. They don't work, but they want to work, and they're unemployed that way. And it does not mean that 5% of the whole population is unemployed. It does not mean that they can't find work at all and they don't want to work. Now, the participation rate is uh, is symbolized by PR, and the formula for that is LF over AP. And this simply is the ratio of those who want to work, who want to work. So it's simply LF over the able population, those who want to work over everybody. And to summarize, what I want you to remember as most important is pretty much the most important thing that we went through in this video is knowing that unemployment rate, U is equal to the unemployed over the labor force, not the able population, and that the participation rate is the labor force over the able population. And that is all you need to know for this video. That's the most important thing. So this is all I want to teach you in this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in